This video is brought to you by CENDANA, Malaysia's umbrella body for the cultural and creative economy, connecting creators, regulating bodies, private businesses, policymakers, and consumers, nurturing these entities individually while keeping a collective goal. For more information, do check out the links in the description below. Let's shift gears a little bit. This is something that I talked to you prior to the recording as well, which is this dichotomy, this difference, this distinctive difference between how maybe contemporary dance choreographers see choreography and how urban choreographers see choreography. So, for example, if you are speaking as a contemporary dance choreographer, most of the time, the first image that pops up in your head is somebody who kind of sits in front and kind of directs everything like a conductor in an orchestra, right? Very seldom do you find those choreographers also participating within the performance itself. So there's a very clear sort of divide between the performers and the choreographer, who basically imbues the information, imbues the inspiration, and delivers the content. However, in the urban choreography scene, it's very different. If you say you're a choreographer, you probably know how to dance a lot and very well as well, right? So it's I find it's really interesting where, for example, when you are doing urban choreography, you have to show it. You have to show it through your own body for anyone else to then take on. However, in contemporary dance, for example, and it started, of course, from modern dance and even in ballet, which have a lot of codified movements, sort of evolving along. And now we've reached up to the point of contemporary dance where it's very conceptual. I can make you do something just by telling it to you verbally. And I know this never happens in urban choreography. So quickly, I mean, what do you think about this? I find it so interesting. And I know that, thankfully I've been part of these two worlds. So it's something that I hold dear to myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Like most definitely, they got to be able to, do their choreography to share of how it's being done, whether it's through layers of textures or a feel of a certain word that you're dancing to or sound in the music. But I most definitely have seen, for example, in Singapore, when I was able to dance with Sean Evaristo, right? And, looking up to him still till today in terms of a choreographer, making a dance piece, doing his thing. When we would be dancing, he would actually give us certain, you say, conceptual thinking to interpret it with our bodies. There are moments that we had to follow certain, choreography or moves. But then he also in moments in times throughout the dance or in the performance of the piece, he would give us a concept to follow, and we would just have to kind of move the way that he was explaining it. And he never even really showed it to us. He was just like, "I do it like this, close your eyes and have this feel and do it like that, that type of conceptual thinking and movement." So I've definitely seen it before. And when we're talking about urban again, things on YouTube, Urban Dance Camp, we've seen these choreographers teach on that camp before, on these places. So when we're talking about urban choreography or just choreography in general, it's just as a choreographer, it's up to you how you want to teach, whether you want to teach it with just moves that you're doing, or you want to explore a little bit more. And that's the other thing too. With these choreographers, I see them having influence from contemporary dances and from contemporary pieces. And I'll put some names, Keone and Mary, for example.
Yeah, absolutely.
They do that, and they also interpret it from how I see it. Whenever I see contemporary dance, contemporary piece, I see a relation there.